Hey everyone, today I'm going to be walking you through the process of using one of these Silencer Shop kiosks. Now I've done a video about this in the past and it was kind of in the abstract, or kind of generally speaking about it with a representative from Silencer Shop. Today I'm actually going to walk you through the process of actually using the kiosk to show just how easy it is. Here at Mazama Sporting Goods, we help people go through this just about every day. It's really straightforward, but we get tons of questions of people asking how it works. So hopefully a video like this will help explain that to people without them having to, again, hear it in the abstract. So first of all, before even getting to the kiosk point here, I've created an account through the Silencer Shop website, and I've already picked out the suppressor and actually ordered the suppressor that I'm going to buy. Now, picking out the suppressor can be the most complicated part of the process, so you may need help walking through that part. But before I get to the kiosk, I've already created an account and have already ordered the suppressor that I want. At that point, Silencer Shop will send you a QR code via your email, or you can also just log in using your account information here. Now, if you haven't even picked out a suppressor, you can still use this kiosk so that your information is on record for when you do finally make that decision. So, first thing I'm going to do is open up my phone to that QR code and scan it in front of the little camera here on the front of the machine. Now there may be some glare on the screen, so just kind of forgive that. I got you positioned as best as we possibly can. It's going to show the different individual steps here. Obviously I'm going to blur out any pertinent information. But the first thing it's going to have us do is go through the fingerprinting setup. Now this is a part where things do have to be a little bit particular. Whoever is working at your local kiosk will probably know all the little tips and tricks to make this go as smoothly as possible. So I'm going to get set up to do that right now, and once this little video ends, we'll be able to start the fingerprinting process. So once we start the capture process, it's going to show us every single step of the way. It's going to highlight what fingers are going up next and give us step-by-step instructions to have as much success as possible with this process. Looking here at the fingerprint scanner, we obviously have our fingerprint zone and the no-go. You want to try to keep your fingers in this area as much as possible. So I'm going to just go through these steps now, getting these main fingerprints, and then we'll talk about when we have to roll them. Alright, now once we get to the point where we're having to roll each finger individually, we have a little grid here. We're going to want to keep our fingers obviously within the green zone, and then keep our rolling section within this little bracket here. There's going to be a box that appears on the screen that's going to be yellow, and again, the screen's going to walk you through this whole process. You're going to start with the finger that they indicate. You're going to start on the edge of your finger within that little grid, and then once the box turns green, it'll beep at you, and you just roll it from there. Alright, so at this point, we're verifying our fingerprints, making sure everything's good to go. I'm going to go ahead and do my electronic signature, and then get on to the next step of the process. Now at this point, it's going to ask me how I want to file this. You can do it as a trust, an individual, a corporation, or if you're not really sure yet, you can also do undecided and make that decision at another time. But that decision does have to be made prior to actual filing the Form 4. In this case, I'm going to do it as a trust, since I'm going to be doing a single shot trust through Silencer Shop. So it's going to ask if I want to do a single shot or a traditional NFA trust. Again, if you do an individual, this is not a part of the process you're going to have to worry about, because there are added fees associated with this. Again, if you want to find out more information about why one might do it as a trust or as an individual, either come in and talk to us or contact Silencer Shop and talk with one of them. So I'm going to fill in the information required for the trust, and then we'll again move on to the next step of the process. So after filling in the information, such as our address, we're going to go through basically all the information that's going to appear on a 4473, or the form you fill out when you purchase a firearm. Alright, so at this point, after filling out all the questions, that's all there is to it. All I need to do now is download the app through the App Store, since I have an iPhone, or you can get it on any other Android style phone as well. We're going to take my picture in front of a white background, which we happen to have a door back here that's white, and again, we're going to do that through the iPhone app. So down here at the bottom of the app screen, we have photo. We're going to click that, and then have someone aid us in taking a picture of ourselves. So now that I've put all of my information into the kiosk and I've done my photo through the app, that's really all there is to it. If at this point you have not paid for your tax stamp or for your single shot truss or traditional truss, if you wanted to go that route, you would do that again through Silencer Shop's website. Now, a couple of frequently asked questions that you might wonder. Let's say you're doing 2 suppressors at the same time. Can you use one single shot truss for both of those? The answer is no. It's one serial number per single shot truss, in case you're wondering about that. And one of the coolest things that I think is worth mentioning about using these kiosks is you only ever have to use it once. Once you have your fingerprints in here, it's good for your lifetime. Your photo does have to be updated once a year, but you can do that again through the app, and that's really only if you ever want to purchase more items after that. If you only ever buy that one item, you never have to worry about updating it from that point. If you want to buy another suppressor once they have all your information, you can literally do all that through the comfort of your own home. You can purchase a suppressor through their website, pick the dealer you want to deal it through, like Mazama Sporting Goods here in Eugene, Oregon, and then they do all the paperwork from there, and you really don't have to worry about it until the tax stamp arrives and you get to come pick up your item. It's really, really that easy, start to finish, from, you know, if you don't include picking out your suppressor and paying for it. Took no more than 10 minutes to get all my information entered in here. Again, it's really that easy, and you only ever have to do it once. So hopefully this kind of clarified some of the process for you. Hopefully took some of the mystery away from it. It's really straightforward, and I really do think Silencer Shop makes it as easy as possible to file them. And in fact, some insider information, we've actually been seeing suppressors clearing pretty dang quick. So if you're looking at doing one, now would be the time to do it. So if you have any questions, definitely again contact Silencer Shop, or if you live in the Eugene Springfield area or in this section of Oregon, definitely stop by Mazama Sporting Goods, and one of us will be able to walk you through the process and hopefully help you pick out at least your very first suppressor to fit your needs.